Garrison, who I want to get back on the broadcast. Only had him on like 30 minutes once. What an incredible talk show host in his own right. Even though he's not a talk show host, he did really great on air, but he's a famous editorial cartoonist, one of the most famous alive today, who didn't used to really be kind of an anti-globalist, until he started trying to censor him. He's got a new one out, Weekend at Hillary's, instead of Weekend at Bernie's. And it's got the Secret Service there with their tranquilizer dart to keep her under control, stronger together. I don't feel no ways tired. And I always knew, looking at Ben Garrison cartoons, that a lot of them were influenced by the show, and that one certainly is. So I'm very, very honored. I want to get him back on the broadcast. But there's another James O'Keefe video where he goes in and votes as the most famous writer in the town for the newspaper. And they let him vote because you got the name, baby. We don't need driver's license in these Democrat-run states. And it's just hilarious to go fly on an airplane and watch illegals not even have IDs and be allowed to fly. I'm not against them, but I'm being screwed over. I don't want to be discriminated against. And it's a joke. And Hillary is in so much trouble. I'll be back this Sunday, 4 to 6 p.m. Central. I always say Lord willing because, you know, cross my fingers, knock on wood, and thank everybody for their prayers and the lucky stars. But a lot is going on in this world right now. This is a wild time. And obviously, you see me filing reports on Saturday and Sundays now on top of the Sunday show because I'm even putting the studio in at my house where I'm just going to start randomly just going live on all our platforms whenever I want. And then they're setting it up for somebody who's not too technical like myself. I'm actually very technical. I take time to figure stuff out, but I'm too busy. Where I'm just going to hit like one red button and I'm live on air, video cameras, you name it. So be looking for that. Talk about reality TV. We're actually talking about mounting cameras in certain offices of this company. So when we go in those offices, we hit live and folks see the behind-the-scenes war game because that's where the really interesting stuff goes on around here. Sometimes we'll have like a button we hit to shut down info if it's a source or something. But I mean, it's just, I want folks to know what's going on at InfoWars. It really takes it to the next level because real reality TV is fake. So we're going to have the real reality TV. Dean in Texas, go ahead and make your point about the Brexit and about trade and all these deals.
Thanks, Alex, for giving me the time on this. I think it's the most critical thing in the world right now for everybody.
I understand. You got 2.5 minutes. No more preface. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. So anyway, we've been running these huge hundreds of billions of dollar deficits with NAFTA and then also with China. And these trade deals have been rigged for foreign governments' benefits, and they've become vastly wealthy, and we've been depleted. Whole communities, cities, regions of the United States. And this doesn't just involve the Rust Belt. This involves high-tech companies like Microsoft, Dell, or Time Warner Cable.
This is how they conquer us. They sell us out to foreign interest.
Yeah. They sent those tech support things over to India. You get terrible connections on the phone. They barely speak English. So this goes beyond just, factory work. It is technical knowledge work too that's been exported away. And here's why it's rigged and why it's just been really like a crime to the American people. And this is where Trump hits the nail on the head on it. All we ever had to do with every trade deal was put in there that we would have a running average between the trade deficits and the trade surpluses between our countries that we had the trade deals with. And then this running
and then that's when the tariff kicks in, when they start screwing us. Absolutely.
Either that or have it more pro-growth where they buy what our deficit is. So when we run the billions, and let's say in 5 years, they
got to buy our bonds, which gives them a stake in us and us in them. That's real globalism. In fact, that's how they sold globalism, but they never did that.
Or they buy our goods, so that the manufacturer...
No, that's how they sold globalism to build up the world. That's how they got all the liberals on board in the 50s for the world government plan, bigger than the Manhattan Project. You just hit the nail on the head. That was actually their plan, brother. You just thought of it on your own. They just never implemented that. They did it as a one-sided deal to transfer power to these third world cesspools so they could control everybody. We'll be back. Stay with us. Brain Force is here. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been on this the last few months. You probably noticed I've been more crazed, more focused, less brain fog, more energy, more special reports, and it's because of Brain Force.
One of Special Forces selection, it's not like you could ever take the easy road. You can't take steroids to make being a special forces operator easy. I'm always looking for the best and natural way to get myself to the limit. I have to have the edge over my opponents. I believe that super male vitality, that gives me the edge. I've been taking it, and I'm still getting faster and stronger every day.
Start your journey to super male vitality today at InfoWarsLife.com.